It's June the 5th and we're here at Positive East at the Mark Ashley Centre in East London, East London's HIV support charity. June the 5th since 1981 has been HIV Long-term Survivors Day. In 1981, June the 5th was the date the first medical reports around HIV and what later was known as AIDS were published. That was of course in the United States, and we know that in Africa and other parts of the global south, HIV had gone unnoticed for many years because of poverty, conflict and the legacy of colonialism. So we've invited people here for lunch today, people who are living long-term with HIV, to tell their stories. Let's hear them.
I'm Mel.
I'm Alan.
I'm Nick.
I'm Stella.
I'm Ian.
I have been living with HIV for 26 years.
I've been living with HIV, I think, for approximately 14 years, maybe longer.
I've been living with HIV for 31 years.
I've been diagnosed since 1994.
I've been living with HIV for 27 years.
What does being a long-term survivor of HIV mean to you?
Being an HIV long-term survivor, it feels a bit strange actually, because I think of it more as someone who was diagnosed before I was diagnosed, before 96, before medication. But, you know, it has been 26 years, so that's long, that's a long term. So, yeah, to me it means a recognition that I've been surviving this for a long time.
Well, I don't tend to use the word survivor. Throughout my life, I've had different conditions of injury, war, medical conditions. So it was just another one to put into the stack. And it's part of life. That's what it simply is. It's just part of life's pattern.
It means I'm not dead. I've kind of been through the good times with it. I've been through bad times, certainly been through bad times with it. I'm still here. I'm not dead, whereas a lot of people I knew have passed.
Been lucky and blessed, I think, yeah.
It's a blessing, it's a miracle. Seeing where it was to begin with, sometimes I pinch myself. I'm here, and I'm here to stay, really. He's very positive about it.
How has stigma changed?
I mean, obviously it's still around. Sometimes it's not as blatant as sort of, have you got AIDS? I didn't. That one, looks gay. I didn't want to sit beside him because he's probably got AIDS. Or my nursing days, take the tray full of cups, whereas the one person that might be gay that might have AIDS, their cup was put down here to get a special wash with bleach.
I haven't been exposed to stigma so much as amongst professionals. Professionals, I think, are the worst. The community is all right, but professionals, well, in a nutshell, the medical professionals.
I think there's still stigma around, but it's a lot better than it was because a lot more information about people are getting taught in schools, colleges, everywhere. Even the mainstream media are doing it. I think more people understand what U equals U means now.
So the stigma needs a lot to be taken into consideration and train people about it. Mm-hmm.
Stigma, I believe, was being reduced. I have a feeling that it might well be coming back in some respects. You get cultural change, and this can bring about a re-emergence of stigma. But it is there because people, of course, don't look in depth as to how you actually contracted this. Some people they can be sympathetic to, and others they can't.
Internalized stigma has changed for me. When I was first diagnosed, I had a lot of that, a lot of shame, a lot of fear, a lot of secrecy, and I don't, which is why I'm here now. So that's changed a lot. Institutionally or in the world, I think it has shifted, but it's still there. It's not gone yet.
What difference did U equals U make?
U equals U was a real game changer for me. It made a big difference. Really, the Swiss statement made the big difference. The study that showed that we couldn't pass it on, we couldn't transmit it, that broke my celibacy. So that gave me a lot of joy. But U equals U changed in terms of it gave me confidence to challenge stigma, because there was the science, there was this very clear message that meant that I'm okay and I'm going to live long and you don't have to fear me.
Less stigma. It's given me more confidence also to approach people, without feeling isolated or hiding or simply not going there in the first place.
So it makes you feel a lot better in yourself. You equals you. So I'm undetectable. I can transmit. So, hey ho, you enjoy yourself. You enjoy life much more. Not that you didn't, but at least it's a little stage higher, because you are quite sure you are not going to cause anyone any ill or death, for that matter.
The one thing I always believe is you should be honest. When people ask you, you should tell them your condition. And you shouldn't put other people at risk. And the great thing about being undetectable, untransmittable, means you're effectively not at risk to anybody. It can actually put it much more onto the back burner.
If you could say two things to your newly diagnosed self, what would they be?
It's not the end, it's just the beginning. Those are the two things that spring to mind.
Don't worry so much. Just live. I think, yeah, don't worry so much and just live. Just get on with your life and live your life.
I would say it's difficult, because I know whatever I would have said to my newly diagnosed self, it wouldn't have landed. So, even people did say to me, it's possible you're going to live for a long time. Nobody knows, science is an amazing thing. And I didn't believe any of that. But, I would like to say it's going to be okay. And it's actually going to be the making of you.
What does the future look like?
It looks good. As one gets older, of course, the future can be somewhat reduced in time. That lovely T in this equation. But the future looks good. And I feel exceptionally well.
With my age now, I don't know what's around the corner, but I'm not negative around the HIV. It doesn't. That does not equate. I'm just going to live my life the best I can for as long as I can, and that's all I can say.
The future looks bright. The future looks like, when I first was diagnosed, I didn't think I was going to be a grandmother. I didn't think I was going to have the life that I am. And the future is that I'm going to be here for actually probably longer than I would have been if I hadn't been diagnosed. So it looks very bright indeed. I'm well managed. I'm good with my clinicians and my doctors. And I live healthily.
I mean, I have multiple odds and sods going on, 5 heart attacks and rheumatism and various other bits and pieces falling off me. So in that sense, the damage is done. That's the stuff that I have to live with regardless. And yes, potentially I would have got some of those as an older person anyway, but as a person living long term with HIV, I've got all of those conditions a lot earlier and a lot harder. So that's what I'm living. That's the juggle I have.
Say more. I'm not going to change. This is me. Take it or leave it. This is me. I am as I have been and I will be. That's my future. Stay as you are.
What difference does being able to come to Positive East make?
To me, it's been an insurance policy, a very good insurance policy. When you have difficult times or you have some problems and you can feel a bit lonely at times, In those cases, there's always somebody here to help you, and they do help you.
It makes a huge difference for me because I'm able to socialise with people. I don't really go out much, to be quite honest. I have other health issues that I don't like crowds. I can't walk really that far. But the thing is I'm able to be open with people here. It's a very friendly community, and yeah, so yeah, it's a blessing really. And thank you, Positive East.
Honestly, the mix of people. It's other organisations, other charities or whatever that I've been involved with or accessed. As often as not, it's the gay men's group that I've kind of focused on. And we were chatting about it at lunch, kind of, that, as a gay man, that was the focus. It was gay men. This was a gay men's disease. It was gay-related immune deficiency. And it was very insular for us because it was affecting us, and you forgot all of the other people that were getting on with it as well. Whereas here, in Positive East, it's the mix of people. It's the men, it's the women, it's the gay, it's the straight, it's the white, it's the black, it's the Asian, it's everybody, young and old. We're all here living with HIV and getting on with it together and mixing well together.
This was the first place I came to 2 days after diagnosis, because I was diagnosed in a very strange way. I had a condition, gynecological condition, went into hospital, and then received a letter that I need to go to this clinic. And I was told, just like that, you are HIV positive. And I don't think I understood what it was to be HIV positive, but I walked miles and miles not knowing what I'm doing. But in between the being told, I was given a leaflet that said the Globe Center. Plucked up courage to come to the Globe Center, not knowing what to expect. And ever since, even after they changed to Positive East, this is my anchor for being positive. Yes, there was a big gap, after I started work and worked away, but I knew I would always come back. Something pulls you back to Positive East. There's a lot of well-being in Positive East. So you make friends, you feel at home, you are watered and fed, and you learn. So long live Positive East.
It makes all the difference because it means I can connect with my community, I can feel safe, I'm always welcomed, and I feel like I have family here.
It's not just the physical health, it's also the mental health that I sometimes forget what I've been through, the death, the funerals, and as much as back in the day, we would joke about, how many funerals have you been to? I mean, ultimately that does take its toll. I was given 6 months left to live. I wasn't supposed to hit 30. Here I am approaching 60. And on the one hand, there's the expectation of just getting on with it. But on the other hand, yeah, it has done damage. It's done damage physically. It's also done damage mental health-wise. And sometimes when you spent so long looking over your shoulder, that's a habit that's very difficult to break sometimes.
We're very lucky where we are today, really. And there's still work to be done. There's still, stigma around. Still research to be done. So yeah, I'm just glad that I'm here.
I know I'm old school, but I think I should encourage people not to use their phones or not to be carried away on their phones, get talking. Keep talking. It's just 1 hour. Just put your phone away and talk to somebody. Someone might be here just to have somebody to talk to, but then the chance is lost.
We're still here, and how good is it to connect with the people that have lived for this long and to celebrate all that they achieved in history, and that we still have the future to create more wonderful memories.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
And I'm still here.
And I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Is that all right? Okay, perfect.
Right, now about this profile picture.